Ladies again. Are you making threats? Because if I were you, I'd choose my words more wisely.
Raise your hand if you feel like Naomi should have won the WWE Divas Championship back in 2015 when she first turned heel. Because I don't understand what the hell we were doing if we were turning Naomi heel and one of your greatest talents, and you fumble her like that. At least in the beginning anyway. But want to talk about it? Let's go. Hey, what's going on, YouTube land? It's your boy TJ, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia, where I give my wrestling content on these videos. And today, we're going to talk about the fumble of Naomi's heel turn back in 2015. Crazy thing about it is, I roughly remember, like, 2015, 2016 when I got back into wrestling, because honestly, like, after 2009 when I got out of high school, or somewhere, like, I think a year later after that, I just stopped watching on a consistent basis. I just was not feeling the product. And plus, you know, my faves, Lita had left and Trish Stratus had left as well, and others. The Rock been left since, what, 2002 when he went and did his whole Hollywood thing. The way I feel about The Rock now, you know, a far cry from 20 plus years ago. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the fumble of Naomi. So I wasn't privy to like the heel turn, but I do remember it was like a plethora of things. Like I remember her talking about, at least like in clips, about like different opportunities that kept getting passed over in favor of other women. And she was saying how, like, you know, she's not going to be sitting around waiting for no opportunity. She's going to take it. And I said, bravo for you, sister.
Emotions were running high earlier. But can you explain to us now what motivated you to attack Paige, let alone doing so in her own country?
Well, you know, Saxton, I feel really disappointed in myself for losing my cool out there and attacking Paige the way I did. Yo, right. I could care less. And are you an idiot like everybody else? I mean, Saxton, this isn't about Paige. This isn't about the country we're in. This isn't about people's emotions, honey. This is about me. Me. Let me ask you this. Who's the Divas champion?
Nikki Bella.
Exactly. Nikki Bella, the diva I beat twice. So tell me this. Why did we have to have a Divas Battle Royal tonight?
I don't know.
Exactly. Nobody knows. It doesn't make sense. It's ridiculous. It blows my mind. I mean, do wins and losses mean anything around here? I was on the same season of NXT as AJ, and I was good. Now AJ's gone. AJ's had her opportunities. Girl after girl has had their opportunities, and I'm still sitting here just asking and wanting a chance while AJ has retired and everyone's excited about it and calling her a legend. Are you kidding me? Like, really, how much do y'all think a person can take? But I tell you what, all that stops now because I'm over it. I think people have taken my kindness for weakness for way too long. So I'm not waiting or asking for a chance anymore. I'm taking it.
And I never understood why in the hell did we have to, just to spite AJ Lee, why did we need another longest reigning Divas champion? Like, it was uncalled for, honestly. And don't get me wrong, this is no hate to Nikki Bella. It is what it is. But I feel like they only did that long reign in spite of AJ Lee because, you know, after reasons that are years old, and it's, you know, irrelevant now because, you know, AJ Lee is back in the company. Thank goodness for her. Bravo. And everything like that. They're actually about to wrestle at WrestlePalooza. CM Punk, AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And, you know, they had a solid build-up. I'm actually invested in seeing how that's going to, you know, fare well. But anyways, I never understood, like, the brain power or what was going on in the writer's room of what was the point of turning Naomi heel just to be like, yeah, this is not gonna, you know, formulate into a championship, a world championship win. We're just gonna go ahead and turn you heel, and that's about it. And granted, yes, she did form Team Bad, and it was a pretty solid stable, and that's about the highlight of her heel run. And I just never understood what was the reasoning.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What was the reason?
And look, I understand everybody can't win a world title. You know, I get it. It is what it is. I get it. But Naomi, you're going to sit up there and just turn her heel and just not do anything of substance. Granted, like I said, Team Bad was definitely something of substance. It was a way to get Sasha Banks into the fray of things, into the main roster. I just never understood why in the hell did they just, at least, even if she was going to win it for 3 months, even if she was going to hold it for 3 months, I would have been okay with that. I ain't saying she had to have a long, lengthy year, 2-3 year long reign. Look, cool. But bro, at all, never. I always felt like that was like a missed opportunity. Like, I remember looking up because granted, look, I never liked that Divas Championship. I love the fact that the WWE did make a secondary women's championship belt. I just wish it didn't look like an earring. That's it. Like, it just looked like an earring, bro. Like, you can't sit up there and tell me that the Divas Championship did not look like a big old earring. Look, I understand y'all go off about that championship belt, but it just wasn't my taste. It wasn't to my liking. And I just never understood the hype around it. And look, I understand. Oh, well, you talking about Naomi, but it's just to have something else on her accolade. That's it. Look, I understand we all can't win the big one, but for WWE just to not write her in to win the world title was asinine to me. Granted, yes, she did win a world title eventually, but why did y'all have to wait to turn her back into a face to be like, oh yeah, now we're gonna go ahead and give you the title? Y'all should have gave her the title 3 years ago when she first turned heel. I think, 2017 is when she won the world title, the SmackDown Women's Championship. And that was, 2015, so 2017. So y'all waited 3 years? 2 years? Like, come on, bro. Like, I just always felt like that was a missed opportunity, and I never understood why they did that with her. And honestly, and the crazy thing about it is, even people that came after her was winning championships before her, and that didn't even make sense to me either. It's like, what the hell? Like, and it wasn't like she wasn't cutting no fire promos and stuff. Like, she was a really good heel. They were actually not liking her. She really did her big ones, cutting these fire promos. She's doing her thing. She's getting heat. She's not like, what else do you want from her? Like, I'm confused.
What more do you want from me?
I feel like the perfect time to have gave her the world title was around that time when her and Paige were feuding. That was the time to shine for her. I never understood why they never pulled the trigger on that. Y'all can miss me with the, oh, well, look, you don't need to be the champion to be the draw. Y'all do it plenty of times with other people where this particular person, aka John Cena, would lose the title and he still was like pushed as if he was the main event guy, like the world champion. So why is it that like y'all pick and choose who y'all do that with? You can still make a person a champion just to give them the opportunity to see if it works. And then, you know what I'm saying, if it doesn't, hey, move on, pivot. I don't understand why they never did that. That was the perfect opportunity. They even had a classic promo battle against each other when she was like, really, bro, that was a masterclass, bro, and can't nobody convince me otherwise.
To hit you harder than I thought in London. You see, you don't understand where you are in the pecking order, do you? Someone like me, with with my natural abilities, my talent, my charm, my athleticism deserves to be the top diva. Not someone who's made a career out of screaming, because we all know that's all you're good at. You don't know what it's like to struggle, to give your all, to be overlooked and unappreciated by the very same people you are trying to impress. On day one, you received a title shot. You didn't deserve it, and you damn sure didn't earn it. You see, you haven't been here as long as I have, but I'm here to let you know how things work around here. You can't wait for opportunities and chances. You gotta stand up and you gotta take them. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. You recently had an opportunity, but someone more deserving took it from you. So don't take it personal, Paige. I simply removed you from the equation. Quite easily, I might add. Oh, really? Really? Get over it?
I love it.
Get over it? Oh, Paige, I'm about to do more than get over it. I'm about to move over. I'm about to push over. As a matter of fact, I'm about to run over you and any other diva who gets in my way. This is your so-called house? Guess what? Me and Tamina are about to clean house.
Oh, man.
That was the perfect time to just go ahead and put the rocket to her and see how it was going to go. And then she had an enforcer. She had Tamina. Because ain't nobody meaner than Tamina. I remember they used to always say that, bro. And every time I say her name, I always got to say that, bro. Like, it just goes. And I never understood why they never did anything. And then my whole thing is, they gave AJ Lee Tamina, and she was the Divas champion. That was her enforcer back in the day. So why would she had her? Like I said, WWE picks and chooses who they want to make the girl, and let's give an opportunity to this one. Even if they're mediocre, I'm like, bro, you gotta be kidding me with this. Like, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if she had heat backstage. I don't know if she pissed somebody off. I don't know if they just, I don't know. I don't know what the hell was going on, but I always felt like it was a missed opportunity for her to win the world title. And like I said before, she didn't have to have like a year, 2 to 3 year long reign. They could have just gave her opportunity just to see how it worked. Honestly, the gimmick was getting over. Like, she was a part of Team Bad. Matter of fact, y'all could have did a whole breakup angle with Naomi and Sasha Banks and them feud for the Divas Championship, even though it was on record that she hated that damn title. And me too, sis. But again, this is just to add to her resume and to her accolades, and that would have been a good little opportunity to see, Naomi to be a former world title holder. That would have been 4 titles at this point, because she won the SmackDown world title twice, and then she won the Women's World Championship. Also, she did win the TNA world title, and that's actually a world title. So actually, she does have 4 championships, but as far as just WWE concerned, that would have been 5 then, if that's the case. 4 if you just count WWE, my bad. But anyways, I just wanted to get on camera to talk about the missed opportunity of Naomi, because honestly, I am just so disappointed in WWE. WWE been disappointing me a lot lately, but it is what it is. Comment down below. Do you feel like Naomi should have won the WWE Divas Championship back in the day when she had the opportunity to, when she first turned heel? Or do you feel like, nah, things happened the way that they did, and I didn't like that title anyway? Comment down below, like, share, subscribe, help me get the channel. Your love and support is definitely greatly appreciated. Welcome. Peace. TJ, I'm out.
Good girl, gotta be bad in order to get things done. I did it. You ungrateful.